This is Darren Marchant with American Nomad News. And boy, oh boy, what a day it was. Slept in because it's Monday in Richland Hills and I only had $3 in my pocket. So I wasn't really motivated to go anywhere. And later in the afternoon, like a Seattleite, I decided, let's go have some coffee. I kept putting it off like I was going to save it, and go have coffee tomorrow when it's Tuesday and I can go to the library with a little bit of a little coffee in me. And I get up and I go down. Korean donut shop is closed. I'm like, dang, okay. And on the main drag out here, there's nothing. There's like nothing. So what am I going to do? I go, I'm already up. I'm already over here. I'll go to Walmart. There's a donut shop over there. That's closed too. So I'm like, well, actually, I wandered around further down the main drag and came back, and Jack in the Box was open, but I looked at the price of their coffee and it was, for my budget, that was just too much. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just down the block from the donut shop, so I'll go down to the other donut shop, and that's closed too. I'm like, what am I going to do? I already know the Walmart doesn't sell coffee, and I go into Walmart, and Walmart is regional, just like a lot of places. And here in Texas, I guess, pork is a much bigger thing than in other parts of the country, and other deli items are not. And what you normally see in Walmart or Safeway or whatever in the deli section, it's not really there. It's just not the same at all. It's very small. And they were cooking a lot of heavy pork, and I don't eat pork. And because of that, my system is really sensitive. I actually don't like the smell of pork anymore, which is really interesting, because when I was a kid, I was like, hey, bacon, okay. And so there was that, and I rumble around, and I found these little packets of instant coffee things, little coffee tubes, 7 servings, meant for 6 ounces a piece, for like under $1. I was like, okay. I'm not a super fan of instant coffee. It's usually not as good, tasty as fresh coffee, but hey, it's coffee. But now I have the problem of, how do I cook this stuff? Because I can get away with making a fire at night in my situation, and there's no parks that I know of in this immediate area, which is a thing for me to check tomorrow at the library, is go on Google Satellite and see, wait a minute, is there a park around here that has a barbecue grill, and I can take some twigs and I make a little coffee when I want to. Okay, if there's one close by, that's one thing. The only one I know of in the area it's a half a day's hike towards Fort Worth, and I didn't even make it all the way to Fort Worth. The backpack I'm not super thrilled with the backpack. It's the straps cut into my shoulders pretty bad. They tend to curl up. Zippers are coming apart. Like day one of these straps came off almost, about half. And I just sewed it up the other day, and I stitched another tear in it. And it's just not surviving. I'm not going to have this thing a year from now. I'm going to get me something else. I have to make myself a backpack. And I've made a couple of backpacks. One Mom threw away, and before I could finish it. It had the possibility of being a good one. And yeah, so it's been a real kooky day. How many minutes have I got on this? Okay, I got 4 minutes. So the logistics of being homeless is completely out of whack with what some people might imagine. There's a lot of stuff that's just not available to you. It's not an option. Like, most people, they get up in the morning, they walk over to a wooden cabinet, It's always there, and unless somebody breaks in, which doesn't happen that often, they can open it up and they can get their product out. They can open the refrigerator, which is usually there even in a cheap apartment. Not always, mind you. The really ratty places sometimes don't even have a fridge. But they don't have to walk around with everything they own. That's something that regular housed people don't really understand, is you have a box that you can put your things in, you can set them down, and you can walk away. Homeless don't really have that option unless they risk having all of it thrown away by the police at any given moment. Their property doesn't mean anything to the police when it comes to the homeless in most places, which is a travesty and a crime and a horrible thing. And it's one of the reasons that you see people calling for the defunding of the police. Hey, you're going to take my stuff, we'll take your stuff. Why should the homeless, why should people who have been aligned with the left care about the law when the law doesn't care about them and their property and their world? And I totally understand that context is big here, and I'm neither left nor right. I voted for Trump this time around because I saw that he was actually doing what he said he would do, that things were happening that should happen. And we had a lot of good things going on. The thing is that the left has good things going on too, but they've been making some serious mistakes. They've been doing things wrong. And there's a lot of stuff that I've been talking about to people that they've taken completely out of context, wrapped it all up, distorted it, and spread it around, and I've seen things happen. Should all police be defunded? No. Should we defund them completely? No. Are some police departments being given way too much money for the work they're doing? Maybe. Do they have a fundamental disrespect for the law? In some cases, yes. Because the Constitution is the foundation of our law, and if you don't respect the Bill of Rights, the amendments, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, so forth, you're really not living up to your sworn oath to protect and serve the people and to uphold the Constitution. Boy, I got quite a little ding in that thing, don't I? There's a little ding in the end of it. I hope it's working fine. Got a little scratch in the lens. I had a fingerprint the other day. It looks like I still got a fingerprint on that thing. So that's a little bit of what's on my mind today. This is Darren Marchant with American Nomad News. Thank you.